His jacket is slightly different colored.
Ooh.
He is like identical.
Colors mean everything.
Is identical. So my theory is that Roxas is actually Ventus's nobody and not Sora's.
Huh.
I have a boner.
Thank you for sharing.
Yep. But currently, the count stands at 4 hearts inside Sora. First being his own. That one's easy. Second being Ventus, who is hanging out there while it heals. Third one being Roxas, who's also kind of weird because he was a nobody, so he shouldn't have had a heart, but apparently he does. And then Xion, who was created from Sora and Kairi.
This is some weird family tree.
Watch Barry's thing. It'll explain everything.
Okay. And then I like how you still try to explain it, even though you're like, watch Barry's thing.
Yeah.
This is some weird family tree.
It is a weird ass fucking family. Can you imagine Thanksgivings?
Oh, God. You're not my dad, Mom.
You're not my dad, Mom, cousin.
Twice removed.
You're not my sister's ex-boyfriend's roommate.
Why are you even here?
Because I have the same pointy ass hair as you.
Me and your brother mother are practically twins.
You know what, maybe the JonTron from fucking
I gotta refamiliarize myself with Kingdom Hearts lore.
The Disney bootlegs.
Oh, dude, I haven't played Kingdom Hearts since I attempted to restart 2 like 10 years ago.
Since I recently replayed 1 and 2. I actually, after watching Barry's thing, I actually kind of want to go play Birth by Sleep because that looks like it's actually pretty good.
I kind of just want to get the story up until now game because it has all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But so the
China.
Yes. The JonTron bootleg Disney games where it's the Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys.
Snow White
and the 7 Clever Boys. There's a meme it shows like, I think it shows all of Organization 13 or something, and it's like, who's going to win the fight for the light or for Kingdom Hearts? These assholes or one pointy boy? And it just, I don't know why, but it made me think of Snow White and the 7 pointy boys.
So I posted that. I posted that.
Also makes me think of the Goosebumps. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Goosebumps.
Dun, 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 dun.
You said it a little more derpy.
Dun, dun, intensifies.
Also, I'm a little disappointed in your slow-ass internet, or is it actually that big of a fucking file?
It's probably that big of a fucking file.
Well, the PlayStation also has limits to the rate at which you can download.
Yeah.
So, fuck you and you're insulting my slow-ass internet.
So we'll be here.
Well, okay, I guess I shouldn't be insulting, but I should say with how quick yours usually is, I'm surprised it's taking this long.
Yeah, this and the Xbox One never utilized the full bandwidth, it seems like.
Cue that gif of that old lady from Titanic. It's been 84 years.
It's been 84 years. 2 hours
what's funny
later.
was she was like 82 when that movie was filmed.
Well, Dad and I were watching Homicide Hunter last night.
Young age of 82.
And it had...
Go fucking figure.
So it usually gives the year that the case happened. I'm going to start throwing shit at you.
God damn it.
I'm just trying to make her giggle.
It was the year that case happened, and 80-something, early 80s, I think.
Yeah.
And the guy had been accidentally shot because these 4 guys were drunk, and then they started playing not quite Russian roulette, but aiming the gun at each other, not themselves. So then one of them ended up killing the other one. And he was apparently a Vietnam War. So Dad's sitting there thinking, well, wait a minute. The guy was only this many years old, but he was a Vietnam War vet. So he would have been 14 when he enlisted. Because he was trying to remember when the end of the Vietnam War was. So we asked the Echo. I was just like, hey, when did the Vietnam War end? It was 75. So Dad did the math. And I was like, well, they do change some of the details of the cases. But I could tell he was really proud of himself for figuring out that the age difference didn't make sense.
Dad is so much smarter than he ever gives himself
I know.
credit for.
Well, and he always I never would have noticed it unless Dad would have pointed it out. In all the reenactments on that show, they always have new cars because it would be too expensive to make the cars or get older cars to fit the reenactments.
Yeah.
So they'll say it takes place in the 70s and they've got like a 2012 fucking Chevy, that they're driving around, and it's like, well, how did you get that? What magic is this?
Are you from
What
the
heresy
future?
is this?
Did it say how big that file was?
No,
Titties.
I don't know.
It's got to be pretty fucking big.
Not necessarily. Could just be really fucking
Wait
slow.
for it.
Well, but I was going
Wait
to say,
for it.
normally
Wait for
the
it.
downloads are really fast.
This will just go up as its own standalone episode of bullshittery. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say, the other joke I had about the Kingdom Hearts logos at the beginning, I'm just picturing a stage and like a fucking football field sized crowd of cheering Kingdom Hearts fans, and like Disney is represented by just like a fancy executive dude in like a $6 million suit, and then a Pixar guy who's like a little bit less attractive but like still looks pretty good, like he's about an 8, and in like a $3 million suit. And then you have like Square Enix, who's like this tiny little nerd who's about 4'11", 68 pounds, soaking wet. He's just wearing like a faded graphic T-shirt and jeans with holes in it, but not
Just
ironically.
described me,
And
but
there's
shorter.
and there's intentionally like a broken stage light above him, so it like flickers whenever it goes to him.
Yeah, and his microphone's not plugged in.
It like screeches when he tries to talk.
Yeah. And eventually like, it falls on him halfway through the presentation.
The light falls on him and he dies.
Sustains severe head injuries, and like the Disney executive just keeps on talking.
Yeah. As if they know what they're talking about.
Yep. But although
Fucking
I
Disney.
guess in their defense, Skynex was like, what if we did a video game with Mickey and like made him a badass? Because originally he was supposed to be the main character. That's why Sora looks so much like him. But he was supposed to be the main character, and then his name is Naminé. I think somewhere along the line they were like, we'll just have him as a side character, and they decided to create their own characters. They wanted somebody that the kids could identify with.
You can actually, if you die a Sora in certain parts of the game, Mickey jumps in and he goes, "I'll save you." And he plays
and
Mickey
you
for a
play
little
as
bit.
him for a little bit.
I never did have that happen because I didn't suck.
I didn't either.
I cheated. I had Codebreaker.
Well, once you know how to play the game, like it's not that hard.
Right.
No, I'm not. I wasn't struggling in. Oh, so that was one of the cooler things too about it. I have to give credit where credit is due, and Kingdom Hearts 3 picks on itself a bit. Oh, perfect. I was hoping for that. So specifically, I'm gonna have to hold this thought because I'm walking away from my mic that only registers if I'm right here. So hold on.
Her.
Is this a podcast?
It is.
Oh my god.
The first Politically Incorrect Studios podcast.
So, what happened?
Kingdom Hearts 3 making fun of itself.
Giving
Go.
credit where credit's due.
No, I know.
Okay, sorry.
So you get started and you get to the point where you can actually start playing the game, and it introduces itself as Kingdom Hearts line indicating 2,
Yep.
right?
It's like
Yep.
the Roman
And then a
numerals 2.
period, and then the number 9.
2.9.
So it's making fun of itself, and that's the prologue. Once you do the
that's
prologue, then
funny.
it actually introduces
Yep.
itself as Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, the game
so
is
I thought
like-
that was really cute.
It was funny. The game is like Lord of the Rings, but the opposite in that it starts 3 times.
It's got 3 intros
Yep.
and no conclusion.
I'm guessing that's the way it's going to be. Like my fear is like I hope, however it ends, I hope that Sora doesn't fucking die.
I do know that much. He doesn't. Sorry to spoil it.
Oh, God damn it.
Sorry. Hey, at least you know I'd be happy.
Well, I told you I didn't want to know.
I know, but I hate knowing.
But what if he actually does and he's just trolling you? You never
Derek
know.
wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't.
Damn it.
No.
But
I tried.
It's Disney. In all logic, there's no way they'd kill him off.
No way.
You'd stand a better chance of, and I don't know this,
okay.
you'd stand a better chance of Kyrie or
I don't think
Riku
Kyrie would
killed
die. I think Riku could die.
Yeah.
That's the other one that I'm worried about.
all I know
No.
is Sora,
I mean,
Donald, and Goofy do not die.
Cool.
If any entity killed them off, the people who made that decision would mysteriously disappear. It would be like a Hillary Clinton thing, but nobody would figure it out.
We just figured out the Hillary Clinton thing, so
Well, I mean, everybody like kind of knows. Like with this, nobody would know.
Titties.
All the evidence would be hidden.
All right, how much recording was that? Should we just call it a fucking podcast?
It was 10 minutes.
Are you actually going to post it?
I'll figure out what to do
Okay,
with it. And,
it could just be like a bonus. All right, welcome back to Melez Morlez.
oh
wait,
my
we
God,
haven't.
you got to let me fucking sink. Jesus.
Oh, okay, fine.
And I farted at the same time you clapped, and I think I shit a bit.
I sharted myself. I was so scared.
It's funny, editing the other day, I ran across the episode where we showed I showed both of you lucid chart on Snex. Feels like a hat. It's a fucking hat. It's a fucking hat!
No, it's not. It's a symbol.
You might be offending our friend to the right. Offending our friend to the right.
She is to my right.
Oh, I hate you so
Are you
much.
offended?
No.
Sweet.
Oh, she could be lying because she's a nice person.